22nd of January is my birthday, so I should be going. And I expect a cake. Thank you very much. Now, you're going to be blessed with a poem this afternoon, but I want to call first, because there's two small offspring with him, Dr. Hamza. You know Dr. Hamza well?
Yes, Hamza!
You know how vital the health service is in the eyes of Palestinians and the status it has in our society as well. Dr. Hamza.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Liverpool.
Thank you!
Again and again, 56 week of slaughter and going. We've started marching to say stop killing children, and we still march to say stop killing children. We started the march to tell people a 10 kid is too much. 20, 100, 1,000. Now we're telling hundreds of thousands of kids in Palestine are being slaughtered live on stream, and yet a week after week after week we call for a ceasefire. Just stop killing children. Over 1,000 health workers being killed. To be exact, over 1,100 that being named. And I would imagine that the numbers hold no meanings anymore, because we do not know the actual numbers of children, women, elderly, doctors being slaughtered or kidnapped or bombed under the rebels. So it's a trigger point for me to hear the 42,000, the 45,000, because it makes no sense when you destroy over 85% of all the building holding in Gaza Strip, the highest density in population worldwide that you would imagine. This is the numbers. And to be honest, one is too many. One is too many. One is a father. One is a mother. One is a child of, which is the whole world for his family. And unfortunately, we started to, when we stopped and shouted for the massacre that happened in the Mahmadani hospital, in the first school, none of us imagined that the rest of the world will sit, do their shopping, live their life, buy from the companies that at the same time sells the army and send it for free as well. And for the senators of the US and many in this country as well to go and brag about their participation and their unshaken stance to support Israel just last week with another 687 million new bill to support Israel just this year. I've got two boys. My youngest just turned 2, 1st of December, and my eldest is around 7 years old. So,
Hands of the Middle East! 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 Free Islam and shame on you! Your hands are bloody too! Your hands are bloody too! Free Islam and shame on you! Your hands are bloody too! UK government, shame on you! Your hands are bloody too! 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 McDonald's, shake, shake! Genocide in your name! Genocide in your name! McDonald's, shake!
just reflecting the last week, this year, me personally can name 1,000 child face killed by the Israeli machine. I can name at least 50 at the same exact age of my 2 own kiddos. I cannot say enough how this should not be happening to any nation, to any person, whether they were born and raised in the UK, in Palestine, or even in the moon. And yet, we had a counter-protest, and I know what's a counter-protest. What we're asking is to stop a genocide, so what you're counter-protesting? So, keep slaughtering children, this is the chant. Keep killing doctors. Keep raiding hospitals. There is nothing much to say about this. The Israeli peace in their last days. Whether they like it or not, they're in the last days. The atrocities that happen in their last days. And the Palestinians will be and
Genocide in your name! McDonald's, shame, shame! Ethnic cleansing in your name! McDonald's, shame, shame! Genocide in your name! McDonald's, shame, shame! Ethnic cleansing in your name! Ethnic cleansing in your name! Genocide in your name!
we are the ones that we're gonna turn this feast off. Thank you all.
Thank you, Hamza. It is I won't even pretend that's easy to follow, because there is something particularly cruel about the treatment that doctors and surgeons are getting in Gaza. Something particularly directed at the fact that they are healers of their community, that they appear to get the worst tortures. And it is an awful, awful piece of news every time it comes through. It never, ever fails. And it is all the more so because I think every Palestinian grows up to wanting to be a doctor. I'm sure these two do. And rightly so, because of the function of saving lives and of making people feel better. And for those people who've given their lives in that way to be tortured, and that is happening, is simply awful and no way Are we ever going to forget that? Because one of the things about this is there is at some point, if you think 5 years ahead, we're going to be looking back on this as a bit of history. But 5 years in time, we are not going to be the same people as we were 6 years ago. Because there are certain things that we will not forget. The whole edifice of international law is going to need revisiting, because that is how it is. I think it was something I said, I'm sorry about that. Even so, there are some things which are on the up. It's Norway again, nul point. Their sovereign wealth fund has divested from an Israeli telecom firm, Bezek. This is a big deal. And the reason why they do it, and they say it is the reason why they do it, there's no fancy stuff like commercial whatever, is because they're active in West Bank settlements. So there's a bit of big divestment by, yes, it is the Norwegians again. There is the Organisation for European OECD to you. Their growth forecast for Israel is down again. Israeli mortgage arrears are up in the general population. They all got a mortgage holiday, or quite a lot of them, in the aftermath of last October, but for understandable reasons maybe. Well, that holiday is finished. And strange to say, their arrears have gone up by 10%. The economy is tanking. And one of the things which is simply not being spoken out of anymore is that all the major airlines are not flying to Israel anymore. They talk, well, are we going to resume at the beginning of April next year? They have simply stopped, except for El Al, but the fees have gone massively up. So there are areas where the Israeli economy is starting to lose out. And there is only one way to get rid of that, by having justice for the Palestinians, which will have plenty of knock-on effects. Anyway, Jean, as you can see, one of our most celebrated local poets, has one for you this afternoon. Jean, the floor is yours.